Hello, welcome to News FBA. Today, we're going to set the record straight. Okay? And by the way, shout outs to my black brothers and sisters in Chicago. Standing up for their rights, not allowing the migrants to come in their community and destroy it, mess it up, all the building and the work you guys are trying to do to get things back in order. And you got immigrants coming in to your city, making things worse, stealing your resources, etc., etc. So I'm glad that ICE is there. I know you guys approve of cleanup. Yes, the black community do not like just chaos, ignorance, and crime. We want safe streets, sunny days, education for our kids, okay? And better living and lifestyles for each other. And with a mayor like that over there in Chicago, I already know what y'all gonna do. I already know that he's seen his last chair in Chicago. But back to setting the record straight, okay? Because of what's going on in Chicago, because of the detainment, which we all saw what happened, and we all know what's going on with the detainment. We all know the drill. Cops grab somebody black, run them to see if they have warrants, look for anything they possibly can look for to lock them up or arrest them. When they can't find nothing, they release them, okay? That's just the way it go. That's the way it's always been, okay? That's what black people go through, okay? That's what black Americans go through, okay? So it's nothing new about that. But to see these immigrants, these tethers in our country, immigrants happy that black people were being detained. Now, I don't know if this is a ploy from the Democrats or what are they trying to do, but to me, it just seems like they're trying to pull us into this fight that's not our fight. No matter what they do, they continuously try to raise the hair on our necks to get us out there fighting, and it still all comes out to be the same, okay? No matter how they try to stir it, it still comes out to be the same pie. It still tastes the same, which has nothing to do with black Americans, okay? So when I see these immigrants and these tethers and these Africans and a diaspora laughing, oh, I told you they was going to go for you next. Oh, they detaining. But the word that you didn't say was they have deported black Americans. They have deported black Americans. Detainment is nothing, okay? Like I said earlier, that happens to us. That happens to lots of Americans, white, black, or whatever. It just happens. That's what law enforcement do over in this country, okay? I don't like it. Personally, I think you violate people's rights when you just grab them up and they haven't been suspicious of committing any crime or committing any crime. But you know that those particular laws don't apply to black Americans. But to see these people laughing and happy, I mean, literally happy about some people getting detained by ICE. Okay, we don't fear ICE. Let's get that straight. I don't know nobody, nor have I ever ran from ICE. ICE ain't never grabbed me for anything or any of my people, my family members or anything. Those have been local police. Maybe every now and then you get pulled over by a state trooper in whatever state, but never no law enforcement like that. Okay, immigration enforcement, because we belong here. We've been here for generations upon generations. We are foundational black Americans. We cannot be deported. Most of us was here before the so-called United States was developed. Most of us was here before the ships came from the European countries, okay? I've did my roots, I've traced my roots back, and I know that my people was here, okay? So I'm not even bothering to waste time arguing with people about who was here first and who wasn't here, because these pretendians, these $2 Tontos, why don't y'all get DNA tests so we can see where y'all bloodline run back to, okay? Stop it. Africans, look, some of y'all people are here. Some of us have some blood from Africa and not running through our veins. It's no problem with that, but yeah, we're American. We take and we love and we apply that to our lives. We built our culture here, and let's face it, a lot of our culture was already built when our ancestors was born. It was already here. We just refined it, updated it to the times that we're in today, okay? I believe that us caring about all minorities being in this country and coming to this country and being treated equal, that slowed us down. Now, whether that was by design or whether that just was the heart that we have as black people, black Americans, it slowed us down. It held us back. I believe that. You know, I was thinking about it and doing some research, and I remember us supporting all dark-skinned, brown-skinned people. Let's go back to the 1970s. Here's just a small example of us back in the day when I was a little boy. March against slavery, fascism, and genocide in South Africa. These are American flyers. These are Americans supporting Africa, supporting the continent of Africa, fighting for y'all equality, wanting y'all to get a piece of the pie, okay? This is just one example. Trying to free prisoners that have been in prison. Prisoners that are facing death. All the way over here. Now, let me just let this be known. We didn't have no internet back then. It was nobody just cosplaying or trying to just show. Nobody was faking. There was no internet communication. The way we communicated back then was through letters or through telephone. These flyers were created in support. South African 9 facing the death penalty. Here we are supporting them. Here we are supporting the African continent. Once again, these are just a couple of examples I wanted to bring up from back in the day. A lot of young people running around here opening their mouth laughing because we've been detained don't understand how we supported, okay, and fought for freedom for their people, freedom for people in the continent of Africa. These are just not even 1% of the support that we was trying to give. Here's another example of black people in America thinking, worrying, supporting Africans in Africa. We want our voices to be heard around the world on May 1st. And our rally to give heart to all women and men in Africa who are fighting the life and death struggle against apartheid now. Okay, that's just a small bit of our heart, of what we felt. Now, we're going through stuff over here in this country, but we wanted to share a little bit of our love. We wanted to show a little bit of solidarity with you guys. Okay, but was that appreciated? Once again, I'm going to say no. No, it was not. Ghana's president was here speaking at the UN. Now I want you to listen to this brother. Tell me if any of this sound familiar.
Weak Nelson Mandela came here with a song and a dance, buck dancing for some change from the white man, with a tin cup for the white man. Put on the Yankee cap at Yankee Stadium, talking about he's an honorary Yankee, when all the people of the world, the Viet Cong, the Japanese, everybody is saying, Yankee, go home. Said he loved the Kennedy family and he was hurt over the tragedies of the Kennedy family. The hell with the Kennedy family. They asked him, Mr. Mandela, what do you think of the problems, of the suffering of black people, Africans here in America. He said, I did not come here to get involved in the internal affairs of America. What the hell do you mean, Nelson Mandela? We've fought for you for 27 years to get your raggedy, rusty, dusty behind out of prison and apply pressure on the no-good South African devil government. And you come to America and say that you didn't come to get involved in the internal affairs of America. You can't speak up for us. When he threw a fist in the air, you say, this America. She's bold every time. They tell her, don't do this, Winnie. Don't you go there where they have the hunger strike with the unions and the mines and those who are striking to free all of the political prisoners. Next thing you know, Winnie is right there with her combat boots on and her military fatigues on. Not Nelson, Winnie.
Basically, what he said. You can't make this stuff up. Okay? You can't make this stuff up. Here we are, been out here fighting for all of these people, all of these continents, all of these people, and they disrespect us and our people like this all the time. Okay? All the time. Like it's nothing. That's why I believe, okay, the civil rights movement, the Pan-African movement, anything that was inclusive with other ethnic backgrounds in this country and abroad held us back. He gonna speak about the Kennedys and what went on with them. Not about Martin, not about Malcolm X, not about our black people and our struggle that's going on over here. He wants to feel sorry for the white man. Do these tendencies sound familiar to you? Let me continue.
Apartheid have been somewhat disappointed by the models of human rights that you have held up since being released in jail. You've met over the last 6 months 3 times with Yasser Arafat, who you have praised. You have told Gaddafi that you share the view on, and applaud him on his record of human rights and his drive for freedom and peace around the world. And you have praised Fidel Castro as a leader of human rights and said that Cuba was one of the countries that's head and shoulders above all other countries in human rights, despite the fact that documents at the United Nations and elsewhere show that Cuba is one of the worst. I was just wondering, are these your models of leaders of human rights? And if so, would you want a Gaddafi or an Arafat or a Castro to be a future president of South Africa?
One of the mistakes which some political analysts make is to think that their enemies should be our enemies. That we can and we will never do. We have our own struggle which we are conducting. We are grateful to the world for supporting our struggle. But nevertheless, we are an independent organization with its own policy. And the attitude of every country towards, our attitude towards any country is determined by the attitude of that country to our struggle.
Okay, this is their leader. This is their great leader, Nelson Mandela. Heard it from his own mouth. Okay? No, black people in America don't want you to pick sides. You be enemies with them. Here we are, and you even acknowledged it. You heard him acknowledge the support for their struggle. But no reciprocations. Basically saying, oh, we heard you, your struggle, but we good. You won't get it back. We good. We could care less about what's going on with you. Even though, I mean, really, what the hell was you gonna do anyway? Let's keep it real. So y'all just keep on hating, keep on wishing, keep on hoping. It ain't gonna happen. okay? In the meantime, to my black brothers and sisters, my FBA communities, young and old, stay strong the way you always been. Pluck that salt off your shoulder. Let them know that we can't be fazed, okay? So let them go ahead and do what it is they're gonna do. I'll holler at y'all later. Stay strong, my brothers and sisters, and always remember, delineation is a must.